Joined by my wonderful guest, esteemed guest, dare I say, famous guest, Brittany Griner. She is running late at the moment, but we're coming live from the Alan Dershowitz Debate Parlor. Moral Hazard is your go-to hour of garbage, brain atrophy commentary on current events from a business major who is currently doing poorly on all of his classes because he refuses to open his textbooks. Our current news stack is WSJ, for those who don't know. It's Wall Street Journal. Bloomberg, for those who don't know, that's media company owned by failed politician Michael Bloomberg. And HBR, for those who don't know, that is Harvard Business Review. Frankly, I hate all of them, and I hate paying money to them, but this is the content we get, and I need to stay up to date. So we've got Rupert Murdoch's WSJ, Michael Bloomberg's Bloomberg, and the lizards running our country's HBR. Essentially, the worst journalism you can find. Moral Hazard is live from UMD, home to notable celebrities you might have heard of: puppeteer Jim Henson, hack writer Jeff Kinney, and failed politician Carly Fiorina. Some of you might think that she only ran for office in 2016 when she horribly failed to become president, but she also ran for the Senate in 2010 where she also horribly failed. So I don't know who is telling Carly Fiorina that politics is the right spot for her, but generally when you fail at something low stakes, you don't decide to go and do something high stakes the same way. But who am I to tell her that? She's the former CEO of HP. Carly Fiorina is a UMD alum, as the business school likes to put her face everywhere in really large print. Be like, hey guys, look at who we've got. Carly Fiorina. You remember her? Former CEO of HP in the early 2000s? Well, it turns out she got her MBA from UMD. She did not get her bachelor's degree. She got her MBA. So she was at the Robert H. Smith School of Business getting an MBA in marketing. And, guess where that UMD MBA got her? She was not the CEO of HP when she graduated. She was not a consultant. She was not an investment banker. She went and got a graduate degree at the University of Maryland, Robert H. Smith School of Business, and became an AT&T sales rep. She was selling you BlackBerries, Nokias, garbage. I don't even think you need a college degree for that. Well, she got it. But the part that people like to leave out is that that MBA isn't even what got her up to the HP CEO position. She actually left and got a second master's degree, this time from MIT. It was not an MBA, it was an MS, but it's a master's degree. But just goes to show how truly sad the Robert H. Smith School of Business is. We're bragging about somebody that went and got a degree here and had to go and get a different degree from somewhere else just so they could rise up in the corporate ranks and stop selling Nokias in a strip mall. Carly Fiorina ran for president in 2016, failed horribly, and for most of you, you can say that you've never heard of her since. But luckily for you, I've been keeping tabs on the lovely lady, and it turns out maybe the UMD MBA did get her somewhere, because now she's running a website, a consulting website. She runs Carly Fiorina Enterprises. Go ahead and look it up. Trust me, you will not find it on Google search results. Not the first page, at least. Maybe on the second page. But who in their right minds goes to the second page of Google search results? Anyways, horrible SEO. CarlyFiorina.com is the website if you want to actually find it, because there's no other way to find it, because you can't search it up on Google. God forbid. This lady was the CEO of a tech company. She can't figure out how to show up on Google search. CarlyFiorina.com. Look at it. It looks like it was made in GoDaddy or some other Wix, maybe Squarespace. Who cares? It looks like garbage. Truly a fall from grace. I hope she's doing well. To be honest, it's hard to recover as a failed politician. Nobody knows what Al Gore's doing. Nobody knows what Donald Trump is doing. Yeah, he's a failed politician. He lost that re-election. Who knows what's happened to him? Jimmy Carter's dead. So, it's hard to recover as a failed politician. Michael Bloomberg did it, though. And he was also the CEO of a tech company. It wasn't HP, it was Bloomberg. He got to name it after himself because he made it. Trust me, he did not get a Smith School MBA. Anyways, that's enough dogging on current UMD alum. I will pick somebody else next time. I'm probably going to, maybe next week we'll talk about Jim Henson. I'll give you a hint. He will not attribute any of his success to the University of Maryland because when he went to the University of Maryland, he studied home economics. He studied how to cook and clean. Now he's a puppeteer. Anyways, let's get into the news because today we got a story from Bloomberg, lovely Bloomberg, on Lina Khan. Lina Khan, for those who don't know, is the FTC chair. That's the Federal Trade Commission. Everyone loves the FTC. You probably have never interacted with the FTC given... Oh, I don't know why my volume went just so low. You've probably never interacted with the FTC given that you are a normal person. But for those who are truly the worst scum of the earth, you may get a call or an email or mail or an indictment or a search warrant from the FTC. And guess who will be spearheading that? Lina Khan. And this is... Most FTC chairs are like in their 50s, 60s, decrepit, operating from home in their casket, some random cemetery. These people are old. But Lina Khan's young. She's in her 30s. Appointed by Biden. But Reid Hoffman went on CNN a while ago and claimed she was waging war on businesses and not helping America, and he called for her to be fired. I'm assuming most of you don't know who Reid Hoffman is, so I will explain a little bit about who this guy is. He is a Democratic mega donor. That's right. Lina Khan does not have support of a lot of people in the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, and I'll explain why. Reid Hoffman is also a venture capitalist. What does that mean, you might ask? Well, a venture capitalist is basically when you're going out in the ocean, looking for people who are drowning, throwing them a rope, and then as soon as they get to it, you tell them that they actually owe you 80% of their earnings in perpetuity because you saved their life and they basically belong to you. It is garbage. It is garbage. Venture capital is a garbage profession. It is a garbage industry. It, in my opinion, and from the opinions of, I've spoken to members of the Smith School, high up people. I won't say how high up, but literally very, very, very high up. And these people say that venture capitalists are garbage. Well, of course, they won't say garbage. They'll say something sweet and palatable, like you should probably stay away from that career. But it is garbage, and people know it. Because if you, listener, own a business, maybe you're unemployed and own a business. Maybe you're, an entrepreneur. Your LinkedIn says entrepreneur because you got laid off from Kroger 2 years ago and you can't accept defeat. Or maybe you're scared of a job application. Anyways, you start a business. Your business does pretty well. A venture capitalist is going to call you, going to say, why don't you do your Series A funding? Don't do it. Don't do it. These venture capitalists, they're going to put money in your company and they're going to squeeze you. Because guess what? Shareholders are short term. They are looking for the easiest way out for the most amount of money. They are going to force your company to cut corners, to raise prices, to do things that are that can't be sustained. Because what they're looking for is the next Airbnb. What they're looking for is the next LinkedIn. What they're looking for is the next Dropbox, Hulu, Netflix. They're looking for the next startup that's going to do hockey stick growth, and they've never seen hockey in their life, but that's just one of the catchphrases that they use in the industry. Anyways, all this to say, Reid Hoffman, piece of garbage. He is the founder of LinkedIn, actually. So if you've ever had to deal with an annoying person posting about how they're excited to start a new position at, I don't know, stupid garbage. LinkedIn is for bragging. LinkedIn is like if Instagram had a close enemies list. I use LinkedIn as a close enemies list. If I don't like you, I'm going to make sure I have you on LinkedIn, and I'm going to make sure that when I get something good, I'm going to post it so you have to see it on your feed. And I pay for LinkedIn Premium so I can see when you look at my profile. Got it? If you are one of those people, I have a couple people that are regular profile viewers, like once a week or once a month. Now, once a month, they'll view my profile. I know you're copying my swag, little bro. I know it. I'm flattered, but don't act like you're hot. Don't act like you're cool. I see you viewing my LinkedIn profile, looking how to tweak yours. Anyways, Reid Hoffman is being investigated by the FTC. Isn't that funny? He's going on CNN being like, they should fire this lady. She's ruining our country. You're being investigated. I feel like this isn't impartial. I feel like you may have an incentive to say that. Maybe if somebody who's unemployed went out and was like, they should fire Lina Khan, I'd be like, all right, well, you got a point. It's not like you have any ownership of anything that Lina Khan could potentially investigate you for. Lina Khan is a Williams College poli-sci major. That's a BA. She got it in 2010. That's how young she is. She got her BA in 2010. And she got a JD from Yale. So, you get the best of both worlds. She is someone who went to a no-name college and got a stupid degree. And also went to a very prestigious college and got a very cool degree. So, I feel like some people would say that you get the worst of both worlds, where you get no-name college BA. She's like a weird hippie. And then she went to good college, good degree. And now she thinks she's better than everyone. But I see it the other way. I think you go to that no-name college, you get that loser degree. Now you're cool. You're cool. You care about the people because you got to agree that, frankly, you're one of the people. You're not the elite. And then she got the education from those elite universities, and now she's got the ability to go and enact change. So, I think it's best of both worlds. I personally like Lina Khan. I think she's great. She knows what she's doing. I went on the FTC web. You know how much research I did for this? I went on the FTC website and read through their active lawsuits. And I'm going to read some out for you because it's really interesting. First one I saw, H&R Block. They are suing H&R Block for their free service scam. By the way, you're listening to WMUC Digital College Park. Don't turn away. Anyways, H&R Block, free service scam. Can you believe that? H&R Block, that one company that made those ads with the two old white guys that were super tall. I can't remember them, actually. They weren't very memorable. But basically, H&R Block was like, yeah, we'll do your taxes for free. And then you go through the process of having them do your taxes. And then the minute they're done, they're like, it wasn't actually free. Now give us money. Well, of course it wasn't. So they're getting sued for that. She stopped a recent merger, or no, I believe it was it was an acquisition of Safeway, the company that owns Safeway. And guess who was buying it? Kroger. For those who don't know, these companies are the reason why your grocery prices are so high, because Kroger, Safeway, I forgot what the other one is, and Walmart are the four largest supermarket companies by far based on revenue. They're the fourth largest based on revenue. And so this merger was from, I believe, the number 2 and the number 4 largest supermarket chains, and Lina blocked it. So thank you, Lina. Grocery prices were high enough. Can you imagine what grocery prices would have been if Kroger and Safeway combined? You would not be able to purchase anything. You would be eating gruel. You would be eating canned Chef Boyardee, but not Chef Boyardee. You'd be buying the store brand version. You'd be buying Chef, I don't know. I'm out of it today, guys. Chef something. Imagine. Use your imagination. Yeah. So, good on you, Lina. We've also got Grand Canyon University being sued. You guys remember Grand Canyon University? They used to make those ads and put them in like Cartoon Network saying like, oh, you can go to college here. It's online. It's great. It's great. Yeah, that was a scam. They claimed to be a nonprofit. They claimed all sorts of stuff like our degrees will get you a job. Turns out employers don't really care if you went to Grand Canyon University. They know what the university is. Spoiler alert, you're not going to just like say you got a degree from Grand Canyon and get a job. Because truth be told, your employer probably has a search engine, and the minute they search up Grand Canyon, they're going to see that it's garbage. They're going to see that you did online school. And not just any online school, the online school that advertises on TV. That's like the worst kind. Lastly, we've actually got a few more. I lied. It was the end of the page of notes. We've got Invitation Homes being sued by the FTC. They are the largest landlord in America, and spoiler alert, they were scamming their renters. I mean, could you believe that? A landlord being predatory against its tenants? Unbelievable. I've never heard it in my life. So, yeah, they were adding garbage fees. They were doing all sorts of stuff. They were not inspecting units properly. So, yeah, they're getting sued by the FTC. Maybe if you are somebody that leased a place from Invitation Homes, maybe you'll be financially compensated. One can wish. But my main wish is that the FTC wins this lawsuit, because frankly, I am not a big fan of giant corporations screwing over little people. Hot take, you know? Lastly, we've got the litany of AI scams that the FTC has had to take up arms against, because AI is this brand new thing, and everyone thinks, oh my God, it's going to change the world. I need to become a millionaire off of this. Well, guess what? You're not going to become a millionaire off using ChatGPT to create your website that sells socks. The first company getting sued by the FTC on this list is FBA Machine. For those who don't know what FBA is, it stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. That's right, we got an acronym for scams just for Amazon. Basically what it is you set up a dummy website with a bunch of products. These are real products, but when your customer buys a product off you, you just send them straight, you just order it off Amazon and send it to their address. They get an Amazon package. It's great. It's like you're just skimming off the top. And I don't understand where the value is created, because frankly, more people are going to know about Amazon, and they're going to go to Amazon first than they are going to know about whatever stupid name you gave your website that doesn't even end in .com. It ends in .ai because it was cheaper on Namecheap. But yeah, FBA Machines was saying that they could create an AI that could make your website, first of all, they said that they could make an AI for you that'll make your website that's scamming customers better. So they're getting sued for scamming scammers, which, frankly, is the one lawsuit that the FTC has on this list that I am least fond of. Because, honestly, scam the scammers. I don't care. They're trying to make money off of literally selling products as their own that don't belong to them. Jesus Christ, it's 4:20 already. All right, WMUC Digital College Park. That is what you're listening to. This is Moral Hazard with Stephen Fung. Don't worry, the show's not over, but I'm forced by my contract to say this every once in a while. You know, it's crazy. I didn't even tell the story about how I got this show. So I get a call one day from the CEO of WMUC, and he's like, listen, I've heard your stuff. You're really good. I was a failed comedian. I was doing shows at Looney's and Bent's, and not even like nighttime shows. I was doing happy hour shows. I did a brunch show, and you know the crowd wasn't that good. But he was like, I love your stuff. You're really funny. You're really quick-witted. You're really genius. And he gave me a $50,000 contract for 3 years. Can you believe that, folks? $50,000 for 3 years. That is not a lot of money, but it's good. I mean, like, it's better. I was making zero before that. So, I take this contract, and I go to my lawyer. I'm like, lawyer. Well, it's not my lawyer. I go to a lawyer, and I'm like, hey, could you negotiate this contract for me? Could you get me a better deal, maybe? And he was like, I'll see what I can do. So I leave the contract with him. Week goes by. I get an email back from my lawyer. He's like, here's a new contract. Sign it. It's great. I negotiated for you. It's amazing. What I forgot to mention in this story was my lawyer went to the UMD Carey School of Law. For those who don't know that, that is the UMD's law school. It's in Baltimore, by Charles Street, I believe. I don't know. Don't go there. I went there once. I stepped in horse crap. But not the best place, not the best school, because I signed this contract, and it turns out I'm now in a 360 deal with WMUC. I owe them money. They put me in an adjustable rate loan, so I'm paying WMUC $1,600 a month. And they also own me as a person. I am their property. And the best part about this contract was that any earnings that my children might have will also be directed to WMEC shareholders and any children they may have after that. So, guys, just make sure if you're getting a lawyer to sign a contract, to negotiate a contract, that you're not getting them from UMD Carey School of Law. Hate that place. Terrible, terrible, terrible location. Terrible school. Low quality. Anyways, where was I? Yes. AI scams that the FTC is investigating. Empire Holdings is another one of them. And then we've also got, you know what? I'm going to combine these two. Empire Holdings and Ascend Ecom. It's not even spelt right. Ascend is spelt with an E. That's how you know that these people are completely stupid. These are the people that are selling AI services? My God. The country is doomed. Everyone's saying that we're not going to get a recession, but look at the news. What AI's not going to steal any jobs. Let's be so real. Anyways, Empire Holdings, Ascend Ecom, they were like, we're going to use AI to make your website cool. This is the same thing as the other one, but they weren't scamming scammers. They were like scamming normal people, which I have to take problem with. I'm not a fan of that. Anyways, they were scamming people. Now they're sued by the FTC. Next one is Writer. Sorry, I yelled there. Got a little bit of clipping in the mic. Writer is fake AI reviews, AI-generated reviews. And they're getting sued by the FTC, not because their service was a scam, but because they were, writing fake reviews for a product is 100% illegal. You can't do that. But they did it anyways, and they used AI. Now they're getting sued. These people are scum of the earth. These people deserve to be put in a Truman Show-like punishment where they think they're in real life, but they're actually just being recorded for the entertainment of others. I think that is what should happen to the people like this who are doing these AI scams, these grifters. I'm a grifter myself, but I think what I'm doing is right and everybody else is ontologically evil. So, writer, fake AI reviews, sued by the FTC. Next one, do not pay. This is the last one. And then I promise we'll move on to a different topic. It's been 25 minutes. We've been talking about Lina. Do not pay as an AI lawyer. And they're being sued by the FTC because guess what? AI suck at being lawyers. You cannot replace, do not replace your lawyer. Even if they went, maybe if they went to the Carey School of Law. Maybe if they went to the Carey School of Law, you could replace your lawyer with an AI. Because at least they'll know how to read. But do not pay as an AI lawyer service. Turns out it doesn't work. Turns out it's garbage. And yeah, they're done. They're going to get sued into the ground because, my God. Well, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, in the FTC lawsuit, do not pay can use their AI as a lawyer. They could get a team of lawyers. They could get GPT 4.0, 01, 3.5. They could get all the GPTs and have them work together. It's like Dumb, Dumber, and Dumber. And Dumber, and Dumber, and Dumber. Turns out they're all dumber because AI sucks. AI is garbage. I'm going to get to that. But I'll just close out with this. Our country needs people like Lina desperately. Because who else is going to stand up to these companies that are making your life worse? Every single one of these examples, except for FBA Machine, because they're scamming scammers, every single one of these companies is actively making Americans' lives harder. Our lives are hard enough as is. I have to work to live. Are you telling me that I'm also going to have to work to live, and then if I spend my paycheck somewhere, I might be getting scammed? There's a good chance I'm getting scammed? If a company puts a TV in the ad and I fall for ads on the TV, there goes my money. All right. I want to go back to the AI is a scam point. Because it really is. We've got an article here from Wall Street Journal. It says here, this AI pioneer thinks AI is dumber than a cat. This guy's name is Yan LeCun. He's an NYU professor and senior researcher at Meta Platforms. And he says, warnings about the technology's existential peril are complete BS. What are you saying there? Sorry. There's guys playing the guitar in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. Unfortunately, the Alan Dershowitz debate parlor is not soundproof. So if you hear a little bit of guitar, just let it happen. All right? Basically, what he was saying by technology's existential peril concerns is yeah, AI is not going to take your job. It's not going to happen. Because frankly, it sucks. It sucks. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about how we have worked so long to make AI a thing. Now it's a consumer product, and it's still getting basic things wrong, and we're letting this idiot, Sam Altman is the CEO of OpenAI. They make ChatGPT. Sam Altman, this moron, is going on and saying things like AGI is going to happen in a few thousand days. Just say 10 years. Just say more than 10 years. Just say it's going to take over a decade. Because maybe then you won't get your stupid IPO for a company that can't make a product that can add numbers. OpenAI is worth $157 billion now. That's billion with a B. I want you to go on ChatGPT right now and ask it, hey, ChatGPT, which number is larger, 6.11 or 6.9? I know what the answer is because I have tested every single ChatGPT model, even the one that was recently released that supposedly thinks. I'm going to talk about that in a second because that makes me even more upset. I asked every single ChatGPT model, which number is higher, 6.11 or 6.9? Every single time it says 6.11. You know what its reasoning is? Because 11 is greater than 9. It doesn't know how numbers work. It's garbage. They recently released a new model called Strawberry, which is fun. That's cute. You know, we're just a company that was a nonprofit, and now we're for profit, and now we're calling our little thing the Strawberry. Isn't that cute? $157 billion company. The Strawberry took 7 seconds to think. It took 7 seconds to think and tell me that 6.11 was greater than 6.9. I am not kidding. Results may vary because turns out AI is very fickle. But when I asked it, it said 6.11. My God. I just want to say, $157 billion valuation, and you have less than 500 employees, and your product sucks this bad, hire people. Hire people. It's not that hard. Just get somebody in there that knows how to make an AI figure out which number is bigger than which. Hard code it. I don't know. Maybe hard code it. Because you got to figure something out. It's completely unbelievable that a company like this can be making these stupid mistakes. But I'll tell you why OpenAI is such a horrible company. Because Sam Altman is a Y Combinator alum. Y Combinator is the worst place to start a business. You know, they've got things like Y Combinator. Y Combinator is Yale's startup accelerator that has since gone independent, I believe. Their new policy is they're going to give you $500,000 for, I believe, a 7% stake in your company, which valuates it pretty high. It's a $7 million valuation. But turns out, it's, you know, they're bringing in the worst people. They're bringing in these egotistical morons who start these terrible companies, and then it doesn't work, and then they pivot, and then they go back to work at Fang. I'm going to pull up a Y Combinator article. Congratulations to the 2023 YC top companies. OpenAI is not on this list because it was not formed by Y Combinator, but Sam Altman, CEO, founder of OpenAI, was a Y Combinator alum. More than 290 private YC companies and 33 exits are valued at over 150 million, and 90 are worth more than 1 billion, and 16 are public. That's pretty good. All things considered, that is pretty good. There are some successes in Y Combinator. But I'll be completely honest, I don't have a lot of faith in what Y Combinator is doing right now. I mean, look, they've got Airbnb, they've got Dropbox, they've got DoorDash. I don't know what else they've got. They've got some. Listen, if a company ever came in and ruined everything for everyone, it was probably a Y Combinator company. You know, you've got DoorDash ruining companies that had food delivery services already. You've got Lyft. I believe Lyft is one of them. You got Airbnb ruining hotels for everybody, and now Airbnb market's crashing. So, you know, Y Combinator is just about, like, a couple guys get in a room. They're wearing Patagonia hoodies, and they never hiked in their lives. And they all look at each other. They've got their MacBooks out. And they say, how can we take something that already exists and ruin it for everybody? And that is the life force of Y Combinator. I'm here. I just pulled up the Y Combinator startup directory. Let's look at some of their fall 2024 companies. By the way, you're listening to WMUC Digital College Park. This is Moral Hazard. We're on 4 p.m. every single Wednesday. I just want to take a look at this, because every single Y Combinator company right now is doing AI. Human Layer is a human in the loop for AI agents. What does that mean? What is a human in the loop? I don't know. Synth. We help AI agents learn from data. You are making I cannot describe how upset this makes me. Because now not only are we using AI to take money from people, but we're also making services because AI is not good enough to do its stupid job? Ember Copilot. This one is unbelievable. Its description reads, the AI medical assistant that actually works. No, it doesn't. I do not believe your company does a single thing. Let's see if they even have a website right now. It was founded by Charlene Wang and Warren Wang. So, I don't know. It doesn't say if they're married or if they're siblings. Maybe they're both. You got a website? Let's look at the website. Nope, no website. Oh, wait, there's a website. embercopilot.ai. The medical scribe that actually works. Let's look at the product. Yeah, this product doesn't exist. It doesn't. If I have to schedule a demo for your product, it doesn't exist. There is zero evidence on the website that the product does anything right now. Brought to you by leaders in healthcare and AI, and they put up a bunch of logos here. Medical scribe that actually works. Apparently it works. I don't know. Why couldn't you just put up a video that shows it working? Oh, here. Let's read a testimony from a previous customer. Professor Sungdao Wang, a cardiologist and ambulatory service director, says, "Finally, a solution that works the way I need. It gives me more time to just focus on my patient, look them in the eye, rather than constantly glancing at a computer and typing as they speak. And the notes that Ember generates are well organized and comprehensive, capturing all the details of our discussion. Even numbers and specialized terms are spot on. It follows the format of our medical records perfectly, and the assessments are just what we need from a professional perspective." You are the professional. Your perspective is why your patient, it was cardiology? Yeah, why your patient has a $300,000 medical bill. Are you going to tell me that if I don't have insurance and I go to you for health care, that an AI is going to be giving you insights? What did you get your medical school degree for? The AI is trained on everything that you have already been taught. It's just going to do it worse. Professor Sungdao Wang, if you're a listener on the show, please call in. I can see what I can do about finding you some textbooks off eBay, if that would help you give better insights. Maybe you're not studied up on your education that you are being paid $500,000 a year for, possibly more. It's unbelievable. It is absolutely unbelievable. If I have to go to the doctor and my doctor is an AI, if my doctor is ChatGPT doing insights, I'm going to die. I'm going to go in for a sprained ankle and leave with tumors anywhere you can imagine. I'm going to leave having done a round of chemotherapy for a broken toe. Why are we putting AI in healthcare? That's you should not put AI in things that are high stakes, because AI sucks. It is broken. It is not good. There's a reason why Sam Altman is talking about AGI, because everyone knows AGI is the moment where AI can actually steal jobs from you. Not right now. AI is not taking any jobs. The reason you guys aren't getting, you computer science majors, the reason why you computer engineering majors, the reason why you guys aren't getting your internships is because the economy sucks right now. It's because companies figured out that they don't actually need to be tech companies. They just need to sell their product. The tech boom is subsiding. That's the reason why you guys cannot get your internships. Please do not blame AI, because, listen, Cloud AI and Copilot and whatever GitHub has, maybe it's called Copilot too, they're not actually going to steal any jobs, because the minute you actually need something that an idiot with a textbook could just do by reading off page 97, the minute you need something that's not in that realm, an AI can't do it. My God. Sam Altman. keep saying AGI is going to happen. And when AGI does happen, that's when jobs are going to get taken away, folks. And you should be scared, frankly. But I have a feeling that when AGI happens, things are not going to be as simple as the AI now works, and you can't do anything about it. Because I have a feeling that some Brown University literary majors, some Brown University studio art majors are going to get together and they're going to protest, and it's going to become a big thing. And they're going to be like, AI is a human too. You can't mistreat it. You have to pay it fairly. We're going to have AI rights activists. I'm calling it, folks. AGI happens 5 years down the line. We're doing AI rights. I hope to God that they do, because I would love to be a 50-year-old man and my daughter brings home a robot. Wouldn't that be amazing? A little robot named Barry. She brings him home. She found him at the charging station, which is where, gas stations got replaced. He was at the charging station filling himself up. So anyway, she brings home Barry, and I cannot wait to just become Tony Soprano the minute what's the name of his daughter? Melody? I don't know. When his daughter brought home that one guy, I forgot. But I'm not going to be nice. He is not staying for dinner, because dinner is for sentient beings. You can't eat. I don't have a charger for you. I'm sorry. You take USB-C? I don't know. Just go find a charging station down the street or something. Come back. I don't know. Or maybe just find your way home. Realistically, look, I am very left on a lot of positions. I don't see myself changing with them as I grow older, but I do see myself, as new problems emerge, taking an approach that is a little bit more right. So the minute that we start bringing in AI and being like, this is a person too, yeah, I am going full anti-AI. I'm turning full robophobic. As I'm going to be robophobic. I'm going to be hateful towards these robots, these clones, these fake humans, not real humans. We created you. I remember when you couldn't do I remember when you couldn't tell what number was greater than what number. Like basic math. I remember when you couldn't do that. I remember when you would just make up stuff when you didn't know the answer because you were so confident. AI is not going to take a single job, folks. Let's be so real. You'll be fine. Go back to being a cashier at Kroger. Go back to your AT&T cell phone sales job. You'll be fine. AI's not going to steal it from you because, frankly, no one cares enough to replace your job with AI. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with Barry, the AI, suddenly becoming the subject of a protest. Because he's a person, too. My God. We've got, we got an article from Bloomberg.com. Surprise! It turns out the U.S. economy is going to do the exact same whether Harris or Trump take office. It's going to stagnate. According to Bloomberg, no matter who gets elected, we are going to have an 2.2 annualized inflation over the next 4 years on average. We're going to have a 2% annualized GDP growth, or GDP rate over the next growth rate over the next 4 years on average. So, surprise. Turns out Kamala and Trump are both not going to be that great for our economy. That was according to 29 economists that were surveyed by Bloomberg. They came up with the same answer. But actually, there's a larger point that we're missing. Because it turns out these economists didn't all agree on 2%, 2.2%. They actually all disagreed. But their answers all averaged out to nothing's going to change. But, the larger point that we're missing is that these economists that we put all our hope and faith into, they are a joke. They don't know what they are doing. They can't agree on anything because they're all wrong. And if they're all not wrong, one of them is going to be right inevitably. But they're all broken. They're broken clocks. and one of them is going to be right at some point. Economics, folks, is not real science. I hate to tell you this. It is the same, kind of science that home economics is. Home economics and regular economics are in the same playing field of fake science. I just want to say, Jim Henson got a degree in home economics. It was a Bachelor of Science. Not a Bachelor of Arts, a Bachelor of Science in home economics. What do you even study for a Bachelor of Science in home economics? Economics is glorified fortune telling, all right? It is like the village oracle in ancient Greece got access to a Bloomberg terminal and a microphone and a camera and is now on CNN telling you that we're not having a recession. It's not going to happen. Just go along and buy your house and buy your car and buy your Bitcoin, buy your cryptocurrency, invest in AI because it's all going to be fine. You know, I put very little faith into when economists say a recession's going to happen until we're already in the recession, all right? I'll listen to you about what's happening right now. Are we in a recession? Are we not? Because in 2007, guess what? Economists were like, nah, the recession's never going to happen. Jamie Dimon has been saying a recession's not going to happen. For what? How long has he been there? 14 years? Jamie Dimon was here for 2007, and he said a recession wasn't going to happen. If you guys are worried about a recession happening, maybe it's time to just change your strategy. If you email a physicist when the next eclipse will begin, he's gonna draw up a model of the solar system. He's gonna do some calculations, and he's gonna give you a date. Email an economist, and he will send you the date of the next Fed beige book release. That's when he thinks the next eclipse is. Email a consultant, and the response will not only be wrong, but it will fail an AI checker. It's also going to come with an invoice for $400,000. Anyways, I have to do a little PSA, court-ordered PSA. So I'm going to play this in a second. Don't turn off because I still have some time to yell. I get off at 5. But, yeah, so I'm gonna turn this on. We're going to do a little PSA it's a fitness PSA. Isn't that fun? It's going to tell us to be fit. It's going to tell us to do exercise. So stay tuned. You're listening to WMUC Digital College Park. This is Moral Hazard, 4 p.m. on Wednesdays. And here is your PSA.
The average adult is supposed to get at least 2.5 hours of moderate aerobic activity and 2 days of muscle strengthening exercises per week. That sounds like a ton of time for the average college student trying to balance homework, internships, studying, clubs, friends, and sleeping, right? Well, if you break up your exercise routine into a few minutes here and there each week, it becomes way more manageable and you'll feel stronger, healthier, and more focused. Some easy ways to do this are taking the stairs instead of the elevator, going to a fun dance class at the ERC, or enjoying the great outdoors by running or biking on the Lake Artemisia Trail.
Come on. Let's get that music out of here. No one wants to hear that. Great PSA from the University of Maryland. Stay fit, guys. Don't be like me. I have not gone to the gym in 2024. I went to the gym once in 2023, early 2020. No, did I go to the gym in 2023? I couldn't tell you if I went to the gym in 2023, but I might have. I'll tell you, it's definitely not more than once. And, I yell into a microphone. That's my aerobic exercise. That's my cardio. Anyways. So, yeah. To wrap up, please, economists, sit down, do something else. Maybe it really is the most garbage of majors. I would rather be a home economics major, frankly, than a regular economics major. At least I'll learn how to be a stay-at-home husband or whatever home economics majors do. Learn how to cook and clean, wash dishes. What do you need a home economics degree for? I'm confused. I know that home economics was like a class you would take in high school. It makes sense. But a degree? What? That's not higher education. You're training to be a non-productive member of society. Well, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. Being a stay-at-home parent is you're being a productive member of society, but you're not making any money. What's going on? What do you even study? Can you get a PhD in home economics? Because who is teaching these classes? Is there research that I'm not missing? Is there research on like the optimal way to vacuum a carpet? I never learned how to do the little triangles. You guys ever seen that? The triangle vacuum, where they vacuum the carpet in such a way that it creates a triangle pattern in it, and it lasts for like 30 minutes before your stupid little toddler goes and ruins everything. If you go on Zillow, you'll see a lot of the time in like that $700,000 price range where the houses still have carpet, but the house is still somewhat expensive. Those realtors will make sure that when it's getting cleaned and prepped for showing, that they'll do a little triangle vacuum. This is fascinating to me because now I think a home economics major would be fun. That could be fun. Call in if you would like to be a home economics major. I will set up a class. I'll demonstrate cooking, cleaning. I'll demonstrate vacuuming. Perhaps even making the dinner for your spouse before they get home so they don't yell at you and make you cry. It'll be fun. It'll be great. I made way too many notes for this show. Turns out I've only gotten through 1/6 of it. So let's do a short one. Robo-taxis, because we only have 7 minutes. Robo-taxis are the next big thing. That's what Musk is saying. Elon Musk, famous loser that somehow made a bunch of money. Elon Musk is saying robo-taxis are the new thing. That's where Tesla's going. And Bloomberg wants to say that it's not going to happen. And I have to agree with that. I don't agree with Bloomberg. I agree with Bloomberg more than I agree with Wall Street Journal and Harvard Business Review, but I agree with them very little. I would probably agree with a homeless man on the corner of Baltimore Avenue faster than I would agree with an opinion writer from Wall Street Journal, Harvard Business Review. Bloomberg, I think it's a 50-50 chance. It's a solid 50-50. Anyways, Elon Musk wants to make self-driving robo-taxis happen. That's not going to happen. You know why? I had to do a project on this. Self-driving cars at the level where you can make a robo-taxi is not happening in years. Because it's hell for a car company. Waymo tried to do self-driving robo-taxis. They are butt ugly, and they are not fully autonomous. They may look fully autonomous. They've got all that stupid tech on them that makes them ugly, and you would never... If you have a job that actually, you have to maintain appearances, you are not getting in a Waymo. That's why they're in San Francisco. They can never go to New York City because the minute you step out of your Waymo taxi to your job where you care where your employer thinks of you, you are getting laughed at. You will get laughed at by the homeless man outside of the JP Morgan building. You will get laughed at by random teens. Teens will break your car. They will break into your car and rob you. They don't even want the car. It's butt ugly. But they're going to just rob you. Look up Waymo cars. Absolutely horrible. But they're not fully autonomous. There is a human in the back that is managing them. Tesla is even further behind than Waymo in terms of automation. They are not getting there anywhere soon. There are 5 levels of automation. Tesla's at level 3, Waymo's at level 4. To make an autonomous robotaxi in the way Tesla describes it, you need a level 5. It's not happening. Figure something else out, Musk. Pivot. Maybe you can use AI for something else. Maybe you can make a new chat bot. That's actually what he's doing. I kid you not. That's what he's doing. The reason Elon Musk bought Twitter was not to drive it into the ground and promote his tweets, even though he did that. I just want to say, Twitter released their algorithm, like how their algorithm works. And quite literally, a key part of the algorithm is checking to see if the user that tweeted is Elon Musk. Because if you were Elon Musk and you tweeted, your post will naturally be promoted more than any other account on Twitter. Doesn't matter if you're news, doesn't matter if you're funny and people like you. Elon Musk will get promoted, his tweets more at a higher rate. There is no way to become Twitter famous because Elon Musk has ruined it for everybody. Anyways, Elon Musk bought Twitter and he was like, I'm going to do something. You know what would be great? If I trained an AI off of tweets. Elon Musk, I hope you know that half of your Twitter is run by AI anyways. Go to Twitter right now. Go to a Donald Trump tweet or a Donald Trump supporter's tweet. Go to any Republicans tweet. Look at the replies. There are 7 AIs minimum. If it's a 70% chance that any given comment under that tweet, any other, I don't know what you call it, comments. Any other comment under that tweet, any given comment is written by an AI account. These AIs are good. These are really good AIs. And they're interacting with themselves. They got their own world. But Elon Musk is like, I'm going to train an AI off Twitter. That's cannibalization of AI. And I think that's immoral. I think, AI are people too. And you can't make them, eat each other. But that's what he's doing. I cannot wait for Elon Musk's Twitter AI to come out and it just says slurs. Because that, frankly, Twitter is the worst place. It is racist. It is sexist. It is, frankly, morally opposed to anything you might have been taught as a child. If you put your grandma on Twitter, your sweet little grandma, you put her on Twitter, she will die. She will die looking at the front page. Twitter is NSFW. Don't go on it. But the whole point is, also, I just want to say, level 4 automation, you can't, if it's raining, you cannot use it. It's weather permitted. You need a human if it's raining. Waymo does not work when it rains. I messed up, folks. I messed up. Waymo is fully autonomous, but it only works in certain weather conditions. Can you believe that? It's cloudy. It's dark. There's fog out. I don't want to be a AI because I'm going to run into a pedestrian. You suck. You suck. And we're not getting robo-taxis because the minute it rains in New York City, I can't get to my job. No. And frankly, I don't want a robo-taxi unless it's rambling to me from the driver's seat about random political takes that are completely absurd. Because that's the only reason why I would take a taxi in the first place, to hear the political opinions of the taxi driver-esque characters. Have you ever seen Taxi Driver? You've seen that scene where Robert De Niro's like, I wish they would just wash it all away in a great big flood, all the scum off the streets. And then he goes and he hires I'm not allowed to say the word because we're FTC compliant. He hires a lady of the night. This guy who's like, we need to clean up the streets. Musk, I'm going to close out with this because I've only got a minute left. Elon Musk is tech Donald Trump. He makes these big promises and he fails to deliver every single time. Or maybe he does deliver, but it takes forever. It takes literally forever and you don't get anything out of it. That stupid AI chip or that stupid brain interface chip, what's it called? Neuralink? That he's putting in pig brains and he's like, this is going to be amazing. Shut up. I don't want that. I'm going to be honest. I do not want chips in my brain feeding me TikTok scrolling pages. I take it back. That could be fun. But yeah, Musk is essentially tech Donald Trump. He loves to make these big, big promises. It's going to be the greatest. It's going to be the greatest, folks. It's going to be amazing. The Twitter AI is going to be great. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful Twitter AI. And that's all the time I have, folks. Catch me next week, Wednesday, when I say some more stuff, I guess. This is WMUC. I'm angry now. My day is ruined from talking about this stuff. Goodbye. Here is a PSA on the Filipino Cultural Association.
No one man should have all that culture, but this club can, you know we got the most. FCA's got GBMs every other Thursday.